Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Today we'll be talking about the Super Bowl 60 halftime show and the other, I guess, the opposing halftime show, the Turning Point USA one that they put out that was really pathetic and sad. So let's talk about it. The reason why I'm making this video is one, it's funny to make fun of conservatives who are pissed about the Super Bowl halftime show, and of course, the controversy for some reason is I don't know, more wide, I guess, or bigger. It's bigger than the fact that Trump and is a pedo and he's on the Epstein files and stuff like that. Yeah, well, let's just get into it. So, Bad Bunny was the performer at the Super Bowl halftime show. I don't understand a lick of Spanish, but did I fuck with the vibe? I absolutely did. I liked the vibe. It was a really nice vibe. It had a positive message at the end. It was all really uniting stuff, right? And people go like, "Oh, the NFL is all about the international stuff nowadays," like because it is. Now, the NFL is trying to expand outside. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Some people say good, some people say bad. I think it, could bring some benefit. I think having football deserves to be enjoyed by everyone, in my opinion. The NFL, at least, the NFL deserves to be enjoyed by everyone, and I don't mind it being, more having international games, to an extent, obviously. Don't have them everywhere, of course, but having international games, having your games shown on everywhere, and having Bad Bunny perform because he's a worldwide artist. He's not just, a homegrown American artist. And yeah, he is an American citizen. He was born in Puerto Rico. Don't tell conservatives that because they won't like that fact. They get really pissed off and they say, oh, he's a fake American citizen and blah, 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 blah. Don't tell them that because they don't know that. They don't actually know that Puerto Rico is a part of the United States and stuff. It's a territory. So that fact will hurt their brain. Don't tell them that. But, Bad Bunny's listened to by a lot of people. He's a big artist worldwide. That doesn't happen by mistake. I think the idea of having him was nice because, and God, I saw this one video of this lady getting absolutely triggered. Like, my goodness, he did the entire thing in Spanish. Yeah, so what? There's 400 million people in America that speak Spanish. There's more that don't understand it, and blah, 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 blah. Oh my goodness, he's speaking a foreign language. Unbelievable. That's normal thing. And also, she tried bringing up how, English is not the country, the language of the United States. That's not true. The United States technically does not have an official language. So, yeah, take that with what you will. They're trying to make it at least Trump probably will. He'll probably try to make it a thing where it is. I feel like just leave it open. America is a place of many diverse cultures, and I feel like a lot of people forget that. Mostly Republicans, they instantly ignore that fact, and they absolutely hate it. Um, funny fact. The people who want two separate halftime shows are probably the same people who wanted two separate water fountains back in the day. If you get my reference, they're probably the people who want separate schools and separate water fountains and stuff like that. Let's just be real. Republicans are very racist. Okay, deep down, they may not show it obviously as much, but they are very racist. They like to say, "Oh, people like Trump." People like Trump just like to say, "I'm not racist at all." No, you very much are. I don't know. I feel like the people should be getting more mad about other things other than a halftime show performer performing his music in Spanish. A language that's spoken not just here in the United States of America, but worldwide. All right, in South America, it's spoken everywhere, dude. It's spoken at least you can find someone that speaks Spanish in some random corner of the world, and you wouldn't be surprised because it's a legit worldwide spoken language. Yet Republicans and you know true patriots, they like to call themselves, get really pissy when they are told that fact. I don't know, man. To me, it's just really funny. And if you look at the viewership count difference between the actual halftime show and the Turning Point USA, aka Trailer Park USA, because I'm just going to call them that because it's Trailer Park Hillbillies, of course. um, the difference is insane. The difference is actually wild. Like, I've seen clips of the Turning Point USA show. It was genuinely pathetic. There was sorry. Here's the viewership count difference, by the way. But there was this piece of lyrics where this guy was like, "I want to kiss my fish, drive my truck, and drink my beer." Like, really? These are the type of people you guys put up to compete with Bad Bunny? And listen, I don't even care about Bad Bunny's music. I don't even care. I don't listen to him. I mean, I don't have anything against him. I don't. But the fact is that they thought these bozos and Kid Rock, who was has some suspicious lyrics in an older song of his, could compete with Bad Bunny, a worldwide artist, versus some random bozos that are probably only listened to in the South and by hillbillies, is absolutely funny. It's hilarious, actually. This is the viewership count difference between the Turning Point USA show, aka the Trailer Park Hillbilly show, full of bozos, and the real halftime show that spoke to millions of people. All right, listen. Again, Spanish is a very much worldwide spoken language. A lot of people speak Spanish. A lot of people understand Spanish, and of course, a lot of people understand and speak Spanish here in the United States. Now, granted, Republicans will get really pissy with that fact because the idea of a foreign language that isn't English is like a terrible crime to them. Oh, again, they're very obviously racist. They like to say they're not, but they very much are. I mean, if Republicans could probably have it their way, we'd probably go back to a 2 water fountain system. So, yeah, the Turning Point USA show was absolutely pathetic. Go ahead and watch some clips yourself if you didn't watch it. Of course, if you did, I feel sorry for you. But also, Bad Bunny's Trump says it was a terrible performance, but Bad Bunny he broke some records actually. Most viewed Super Bowl halftime show of all time. So, yeah, take that. Take that. Trump had a rant. Obviously, whenever there's something he doesn't like, he goes on a little baby tantrum rant, which is really funny. Also, Green Day, their opening performance was also really nice. I didn't get to catch it, unfortunately. I had to catch like the final glimpse of it, but it was really nice. It was a good performance. But anytime there's something Trump doesn't like, he goes on a little baby tantrum on his little stupid Truth Social that absolutely no one really uses. He's crying about it, and it's honestly really sad. I mean, it's actually funny mostly. I love watching Trump rant and whine and cry about stuff, and then he obviously goes on to boast about himself, the best stock market, which is not true. And not everything he's basically saying about, oh, everything I've done is not true because the economy sucks. A lot of things suck right now, and Trump likes to suck his own pickle because he likes to glaze himself. His supporters also glaze him more like anyone else. More than anyone else. But yeah, this Super Bowl halftime show made records for reasons. Okay, Bad Bunny, you don't be famous like that by mistake. You're not listened to worldwide by mistake. He has far more talent than Kid Rock and all the other bozos that the Turning Point USA put on, and of course, Green Day is also much more talented than everyone put that Turning Point USA put up themselves. It was a really embarrassing attempt to compete with it, and I'm sure whoever they announce next year will be performing at Super Bowl 61. I'm sure Republicans will still find a reason to complain about it. Granted, they didn't complain about last year's show again with Kendrick Lamar, but again, his show was actually, obviously we speak English, of course, but they didn't complain too much. But I'm sure this is not the only. I think they're going to start doing this more often. I feel like they're going to try to compete, but who knows? We'll find out actually who does perform in Super Bowl 61. It's going to be on Valentine's Day. A lot of couples are going to have some problems. I'm joking, but yeah, the Turning Point USA show is a pathetic, terrible excuse. The Super Bowl halftime show was actually good. Also, the stage, the spectacle, it's all just such a nice thing to watch, in my opinion. I really enjoy watching the Super Bowl halftime show. Even if I don't care about the artists themselves, I like the spectacle of the Super Bowl halftime show. And there was an actual wedding. That wedding, those two people who got married at the Super Bowl halftime show, that was a real wedding, by the way. That was real people getting married. So that's a fun moment. That's a cool moment for them. But overall, really, really great performance by Bad Bunny. Great performance by Green Day. I liked it. Again, I couldn't understand it, but was I vibing with it? Absolutely. I was vibing with it 100%. And the message, all positive. The only thing more powerful than hate is love. Okay, that's a positive message that Republicans get really triggered by for some reason because they're full of hate, like Trump. Trump likes to say Green Day hates him. It's because Trump hates everyone else. So, but anyways, I think that'll wrap it up for today's video. I think I don't have much else to say other than, yeah, the Turning Point USA show was sad, and the Super Bowl halftime show was actually good. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I'll just flat out say it. The Super Bowl halftime show was good. It was great. And it was far better than what Turning Point USA put up. The All-American show, which should just become... I don't know what else they could call it, but I think they just called it that because they're trying to trick their not very smart voter base into believing it because they think Bad Bunny's also not a U.S. citizen, even though he is. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. More videos will be coming soon. Yeah, later this week I will be doing a recap video of this NFL season. And then, shit, it was just on my mind. I don't know. I have more videos coming soon, though. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video, and have a great rest of your day.
Puerto Rico. Seguimos aquí.